The history of paternity leave is short, even shorter when it comes to paid paternity leave. Now, maternity leave is a longer story, dating all the way back to the Industrial Revolution. Countries in Europe and elsewhere, they decided that paid maternity leave was necessary to make sure women could work and care for the kids, according to a UCLA scholar. Today, most countries have some type of paid family leave law, although dads don't always get equal benefits. First, the outliers. Only 8 countries don't have nationwide paid family programs. 7 of them are far short of being economic powerhouses. The United States of America, the largest economy in the world, is number 8. Many affluent nations are way more generous. Sweden, for example, 16 months of paid leave to be divvied up between the parents. Dads, it turns out, don't always take advantage of the leave programs, though, according to The Atlantic magazine. So some countries like Norway, Iceland, Germany, Finland, they're offering incentives to take it, more money in some cases, or requiring new dads to use a certain portion of shared leave. The idea here is to make paternity leave just as commonplace in the culture, benefiting kids, dads, families, businesses, the whole thing. Back here in the US, though, many dads are not so fortunate. Here's why. The Family and Medical Leave Act, FMLA, of 1993 was a major development. Qualifying men and women were granted up to 12 weeks of leave for a number of reasons, including a newborn or adoption. It applied to about 60% of the workers at the time. But the only thing is, it was unpaid leave. President Trump, for his part, is talking about paid parental leave. He called for 6 weeks of leave in the 2017 budget and included a line about it in the State of the Union address, which for now has stalled out. That means most new parents are at the mercy of their employer. And here's where that stands. Illinois, Ohio, and Virginia have paid parental leave for state employees. Even broader, 4 states have paid plans for almost all employees, financed through a payroll tax. Rhode Island, 4 weeks. California and New Jersey, 6 weeks. New York gives 8 weeks, but plans to bump that up to 12 weeks. Washington, D.C. also is scheduled to roll out a plan in 2020 for 8 weeks of paid leave for all new parents. But what about the rest of the country? Millions of new dads every year? Some companies are filling the gap, but even then, there are disparities. For instance, Entrepreneur profiled Google's benefits. A biological mom gets 22 weeks paid time off, whereas a primary caregiver, maybe a biological father or adoptive father, 12 weeks. If the dad is the non-primary caregiver, 7 weeks. Across the board, less than 20% of U.S. employers have paid paternity leave, according to the 2015 survey by the Society for Human Resources Management. That same group found 58% of companies have some form of paid maternity leave, more than double that for men.